Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the truth about TTC. And for those of y'all who don't know what TTC is, it is trying to conceive. That's exactly what it is. I dyed my hair. Yay. I'm going to add in a video. I know some of y'all probably already seen it from my TikTok, but I'm going to add it in for the people who ain't seen it. Thank you. But, y'all, the hard truth, simple, I'm going to let y'all know, it's hard. No, let me stop playing. But, y'all, trying to conceive is the most hardest, heartbreaking, stressful situation you can ever be in. I'm pretty sure there's other things out there that's, worse than this. But for those who've been trying for a while and it's just not working, no matter what we do, who we listen to, what kind of pills you take, and all types of teas and everything else. For those of y'all who've been through it, y'all know what I'm talking about. For those of y'all who ain't, then that's what this video for. But yeah, we go and we listen to all the people, other people who, been on their journey and everything. Ask them what they tried different and this, that, and the third. And of course we go and be like, okay, well, if that worked for them, maybe it'll work for me. So now we got a cabinet full of vitamins, a kitchen full of teas, all types of oils, minerals, lotions, and everything else in between, hoping and praying that since it worked for them, it's gonna work for us. And then half of the time, that's not the case. Now, like I said, half of the time. Sometimes it works for some people and sometimes it does not. Everybody's body reacts different and everybody has their own underlying cause to why exactly they aren't conceiving yet. PCOS is generally the biggest cause for a lot of women. Some women have unexplained infertility, and the list goes on, y'all. It's not just something simple as to, the right time, the right moment. Yeah, y'all can keep that statement to y'all self, to be truthfully honest, because that's not how they work over here. Somebody else, yeah, maybe. But for us, that's not how they work. It's just not. Because if that was the case, a lot of these people around the world wouldn't be getting pregnant and doing stuff to their kids as soon as they're born. Or how about throwing their newborns in the ocean, rivers, the dumpster, and everywhere else in between, when there's plenty of people out here that will take their kids in, even if they're not blood related to us. A baby is a baby. Of course, we all want to have our own child, but some of us cannot. So if you know somebody who don't want their kids and know somebody who actually want the child, it's probably a smart idea to try to introduce them to people, or at least ask questions at the most. But, that's just a suggestion. Sometimes that, has its own situation at hand as well. But it never hurts to ask. With a situation like that anyways, you never know. It could go, exactly where it's going, or it could turn into something else. You never know what the future may hold. But as far as telling somebody who, doesn't have a kid yet and asking them when they're gonna have kids and stuff like that, it's not that simple. Some people honestly don't want kids. It just is what it is with that. I mean, it's self-explanatory. They don't want kids. But some people do, and you know, behind closed doors, you know, they watching all their family members, little cousins and nieces and nephews and everything like that get pregnant, and they're, you know, struggling and hurting on the inside and outside, but hiding the fact that they're hurting because they don't want people asking them what's wrong 24/7. They know exactly what's wrong with them. And that's pretty much all that matters. A lot of us don't want to go around and talk about it 24/7. A lot of us don't want to go and explain to 7,200 people every time they come around, oh, you know, I'm sad because this is what's going on. Or, oh, you know, I've been doing this, that, and the third, and it's just not happening. You know, sometimes expressing it helps some people and sometimes it does not. So if that person really wanted y'all to know, they'll speak up about it on their own. If they don't want y'all to know, then let it be. Just leave it alone and let them come to y'all on their own time. That's literally all you can do. Let them come to you on your own time. I bet y'all I heard something. But this TTC journey, like for most people, it causes a lot of heartbreak and stress, depression, anxiety, and a whole bunch of other things that I'm not going to get into on this channel. But yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all know where this is going. A lot of people suffer way more than you think. Everybody has done their research, you know, down to the T, you know, when I need to do this, how many ovulation tests I need to take, what kind of ovulation test is the best, spending $300 on the real big ones to make sure that, oh yeah, this is the day, I got the day, and they do everything, and then it just don't work out. Medications that's supposed to help and, you know, help some and not the others. IVF and IUI, that's the same thing. You spend all that money and it can work or it cannot work, you know. It's just something that you can't control. Even with using doctors, you can go and spend all that money on IVF, get your eggs taken out, have them fertilize them. Some of the eggs gonna survive and some of them not. You can go through the whole process and, you know, have them put the eggs back in, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the eggs gonna stick. So now you have to go through the whole process of having chemical pregnancy, miscarriage, and things of that nature. For those of y'all who had a miscarriage, y'all know exactly how it feels to go through that whole situation. It is not good. It is the most heart-wrenching feeling ever to go and get that positive test and it just doesn't make it to where you thought it was gonna make it. A lot of women have early miscarriages where they don't even make it to their 8-week appointment, and you know that alone takes a lot out of people because you sit there, you cherish the child that you have yet to meet, and then something happens, and then that puts you in a very depressed state of depression. It's not easy. It's just not easy at all when it comes to this journey, especially seeing everybody trying on the first try and then it works instantly, you know, like clockwork. Congratulations to them, but on the other hand, it's just not that easy. No matter how many times you tell us, oh, you're so strong, and oh, you're so dedicated, and oh, this, that, and the third, y'all, there are so many of us who've taken so many dang breaks throughout this process because it's hard. We're not taking breaks because we want to. We're taking breaks because if we don't, it's going to drive us completely insane if we do not. We're not doing it because, oh yeah, I just need a little break in between. Yeah, that's going to make everything better. No. We're taking a break because if we don't, we're going to lose our mind. We're going to put ourselves in so deep of a depression that we don't know if we're going to come back out of it or not. We're not doing this just because we want to. If we had the choice, clearly we'd pick to be on the other side with the women who so dang fertile they get pregnant when people look at them. Simple. We're not choosing to do this. It's just something that we just got stuck in between, I guess. It's not really anything to be like, oh yeah, we know why this is going on and why this is happening. No, they don't know. It just happens. If we knew, we'd be hoping that they'd have a cure or some type of situation to fix it, but they don't have nothing to fix it. All they can do is give us medication and hope for the best. That's it. That's it. That's all. So, be cautious of what you say to people that don't have kids, because you never know. You could trigger somebody and not even know it. And that alone by itself is enough. I'm just saying. But yeah, the hard truth about this whole TTC journey is that it's hard. It's heartbreaking. It causes depression, anxiety, and everything else. And even still, once you do get pregnant, you still have to sit there and hope and pray that the baby holds on long enough for you to get to a safe term, to where if the baby did decide to come early, that at least the baby will live. You spend half of your pregnancy hoping and praying that, the baby keep moving, or you scared because the baby ain't moved enough like it did the day before and the day before that and this, that, and the third. And then you go to the doctor and the doctor's looking at you crazy because, the baby probably sick. Excuse me, not sick. The baby is probably asleep. Or, in a position where you can't feel the kicks as much because the position that it was in at first, was in a good position to where you could feel the baby move around, swim, karate chop, and everything else in between. But now the baby has turned to a position where maybe it's kicking you in a spot where you can't feel. So you done went to the hospital and pretty much spent about 5 hours up there just for them to tell you, oh yeah, your baby's fine. There's nothing wrong with your baby. The baby is just sleeping. Yeah. Multiple hospital visits, multiple doctor's calls, multiple every goddamn thing, because you're terrified that if you don't do it, you're going to lose your baby. Or you've already lost it. Or anything else in between that whole situation. And a lot of doctors out here personally, they just look at you like you're crazy. But, explaining to them that you had a miscarriage, unless it's another female who's actually been through that situation or have dealt with a lot of patients that have had, stillborns, miscarriages, and stuff like that, they necessarily don't care. Well, I don't want to say don't care. It's more of they don't see it as urgent as we do. Because they care. At least some of them. Not all doctors are great. Some are good, some are not. It's the same with they humans at the end of the day. You just got to look at it as they humans, regardless of what their job title is. A human gonna be a human. Some gonna be good, some not. It just is what it is. That's how the world goes, unfortunately. But, yeah. TTC is not great at all. Like, if I had the choice, I wouldn't have signed up for this at all. This is not something that I want to put my name on the list of. Yeah, I want to sign a piece of paper that says I want to struggle to have a kid. Yeah, no, that's just something I did not sign up for. And that's something that I did not want. Yeah, no, I don't want to. But here we are. And you just gotta fake it till you make it and deal with it and just try your best. That's all you can do. Especially since I'm now at that point where I'm trying again. We gonna see how well this works out with the medication, how my body reacts to it, and stuff like that, because this is now day 4 of me taking the pill form of Provera. For those of y'all who don't know what Provera is, if you have irregular cycles, Provera is one of the pills that they will give you to start your cycles, basically. But, you know, it's a pill that you gotta take 1 a day for 10 days. And then your cycle can start anywhere in between while you're taking it or after the fact. Sometimes it takes a few days to start after you're done taking them, and sometimes it don't. It really just depends on you and your body. But I haven't had a cycle since August, so we're gonna see how well this works out. But besides that, that about sums up this video right now. I'll make some more videos later on today, probably. But y'all bear with me because I head back on the road today, so I got to load my truck up and everything else. So once I'm settled, pick up my load and everything like that, if I'm not exhausted by the time I'm done with everything, I will make another video. But if I am, then I'll make a video when I can. So, other than that, y'all, that's all I have to say. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Thank you. Y'all have a good day now, okay?